This is a video for Christian women and women that believe in the Bible. It's a teaching video about how we're not supposed to be doing pagan rituals, pagan idolatry in the house of God. It's what got Israel exiled in the first place and divorced from YAHOVAH. I'm going to start in 2 Kings 17, and it breaks the 10 Commandments. For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against YAHOVAH their God, which had brought them out of the land of Egypt from under the hand of Pharaoh king of Egypt, and had feared other lower G gods, and walked in the statutes of the heathen, whom YAHOVAH cast out from before the children of Israel and of the kings of Israel, which they had made. And the children of Israel did secretly those things that were not right against YAHOVAH their God, and they built them high places in all their cities, from the tower of the watchman to the fenced city. And they set them up images and groves in every high hill and under every green tree. And there they burnt incense in all the high places, as did the heathen whom YAHOVAH carried away before them, and wrought wicked things to provoke YAHOVAH to anger. For they served idols, whereof YAHOVAH had said unto them, Ye shall not do this thing. Yet YAHOVAH testified against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, Turn ye from your evil ways, and keep my commandments and my statutes according to all of the law which I commanded your fathers, and which I sent to you by my servants the prophets. Notwithstanding, they would not hear, but hardened their necks, like to the neck of their fathers that did not believe in YAHOVAH their God. And they rejected his statutes and his covenant that he made with their fathers, and his testimonies which he testified against them. And they followed vanity, and became vain, and went after the heathen that were round about them, concerning whom YAHOVAH had charged them that they should not do like them. And they left all the commandments of YAHOVAH their God, and made them molten images, even 2 calves, made a grove, and worshipped all the host of heaven, and served Baal. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire, and used divination and enhancements, and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of YAHOVAH, to provoke him to anger. Therefore YAHOVAH was very angry with Israel, and removed them out of his sight. There is none left but the tribe of Judah only. Also Judah kept not the commandments of YAHOVAH their God, but walked in the statutes of Israel which they made. And YAHOVAH rejected all the seed of Israel, and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers, until he had cast them out of his sight. I'm going to go to Jeremiah 10. They learned the ways of the heathen. Hear ye the word which YAHOVAH speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith YAHOVAH, Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth the tree out of the forest, the work of men's hands, of the hands of the workmen, with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. That's about Christmas. It's the sin that leads to death, pagan idolatry. It's witchcraft. Now I'm going to go to Psalms 135, 15 through 18. The idols of the heathen are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Neither is there any breath in their mouths. They that make them are like unto them, so is every one that trusteth in them. You're just like your idols, deaf, dumb, and blind. It's why you can't see the truth. You got to remove that speck in your eye, your pagan idolatry, so you can see clearly that we're supposed to be keeping the 10 Commandments, not passing our kids through the fires of Moloch. Here's 1 Corinthians 10, verse 14. Wherefore, my dearly beloved, flee from idolatry. I'm going to go to Revelation 22, verses 14 and 15. It's the last chapter of the book, in the book Revelations. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into this city. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. Idolaters don't make it into the city. They don't make it into the kingdom. If you're doing pagan idolatry, breaking the 10 commandments, you're not making it into the kingdom. Read Jeremiah 23 about the lying pastors scattering the lost sheep of the house of Israel that Yeshua came for. That's who Straight as the Gate is looking for, the lost sheep of the house of Israel, because the northern kingdom never returned. The portion of Jacob is not like them. They're not doing pagan rituals, pagan idolatry, spiritually committing adultery on YAHOVAH. That's God's name. The Messiah is Yeshua. He warned you about the one that came in his own name in John 5:42-43. You completely throw away the Old Testament. That's why you don't understand correctly the New Testament, and you have no idea what you're talking about. The word that came to Jeremiah from YAHOVAH, saying, stand in the gate of YAHOVAH's house and proclaim there this word, and say, hear the word of YAHOVAH, all ye of Judah that enter in these gates to worship YAHOVAH. Thus saith YAHOVAH of hosts, the God of Israel, amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. Trust ye not in lying words, saying, the temple of YAHOVAH, the temple of YAHOVAH, the temple of YAHOVAH are these. For if ye thoroughly amend your ways and your doings, if you thoroughly execute judgment between a man and his neighbor, as righteous judgment from John 7:24, to rebuking your neighbor, other women and children, while teaching other children to keep the 10 commandments, that's righteousness. From Leviticus 19:15-18, the royal law, James 2:8. In Psalms 119, verse 172, Deuteronomy 6, verse 25, that's righteous judgment. If you press not the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, and shed not innocent blood in this place, neither walk after other lower G gods to your hurt, then will I cause you to dwell in this place, in the land that I gave your fathers forever and ever. Behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. Will ye steal, murder, commit adultery, swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and to walk after other lower G gods whom you know not, and come and stand before me in this house, which is called by my name, and say, we are delivered to do all these abominations? Is this house, which is called by my name, become a den of robbers in your eyes? Behold, even I have seen it, saith YAHOVAH. Now I'm going to go to Jeremiah 44. Starting at 15. Then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other lower G gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt and Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, as for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of YAHOVAH, we will not hearken unto thee, but we will certainly do whatsoever thing goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers and our kings and our princes in the cities of Judah, in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of heaven, Ishtar, Easter, and poured out drink offerings unto her, did we make her cakes to worship her, and pour out drink offerings unto her without our men? I'm going to read about Jezebel in Revelation 2, starting at verse 20, because this is what we're dealing with in today's world. Jezebels that are making their husbands do Christmas and Easter, what the husbands don't even care about, but the Jezebels do, and it's Baal worship. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and seduce my servants to commit fornication, and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. And I gave her space to repent of her fornication, and she repented not. Behold, I will cast her into a bed, and them that commit adultery with her into great tribulation, except they repent of their deeds. And I will kill her children with death, and all the churches shall know that I am he which searcheth the reins and hearts, and I will give unto every one of you according to your works. Sounds like a works-based salvation to me, Christian woman.